So I contact parents both when really good things are going on, if a student does really well on a test, or if they're showing leadership in the classroom. And then I also contact parents when improvements have to be made. So I think that that's a critical piece to building a relationship, is contacting parents, one, to introduce yourself, and two, when positive things are going on and when there needs to be improvement.
And then when you call with bad news, I'm a believer that you should never just call and launch into anything negative, but at the same time you should be transparent and really let the family know what's going on. So a good strategy for a positive call is to use a compliment sandwich. Start by talking about how great Tyreek did at school that day. You know, how he was great during grammar, how he helped you clean up breakfast, and how you saw him give a ball to a kid on the playground. But then mention that you're really worried about Tyreek in afternoon math class. He's, you know, falls asleep a lot and he's really struggling and his scores have been down. And then always, so you place that kind of negative or area for growth in the middle. And then always ask families, what do you think about this? Is this something you've noticed at home? So really get their perspective. So you're not just reporting bad news, you're really treating them like the expert that they are on their child, knowing, you know, why something might be happening and getting their advice, because they seriously do know their child best. And then, you know, just always close with something really positive. I think it's really important to continue to tell families, thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. I really value you, you know, walking outside of work with your cell phone and talking to me about Tyreek and math, because I know you're super busy. So thank you for taking the time, and I know we're going to get on track and help him be successful.
I think a lot of parents are used to having educators call them when things aren't going well, especially if they have children that have tended not to have some challenges, either behavior-wise or academically. So parents are used to that, but you really surprise them and you really build a good rapport when you call them with positive news. That's not something that a lot of parents have seen, and when you do that, I really think, I've called parents before and I've told them that, you know, their child had a great day today and they participated really well, and they have been surprised. Like, really? They've been shocked and they've been so happy, and it's given them, I think, I would like to imagine that created an atmosphere at the dinner table or that evening that really built the family as a whole, that built their spirits. So I think parents like getting good news. Everybody likes getting news, especially when it comes from a teacher.
Parents trust sort of develop a cordial relationship with parents. You are not going to call and give negative reports about a child on a daily basis. There must be something that is positive about the child. The child may have behavior issues, but there is something that the child did good today. He helped me to wipe something down. He helped me to carry something. Report the good things. So parents know that when you report something that's not so good, they know that you see the positive side of their child as well as the side that needs some work. You're not always pounding a child. If you pound that parent's child constantly, they no longer trust what you say, because within their heart, they know their child is not always doing something wrong. So you need to see all sides of the child and report all sides of the child so you can build that trust with parents.
When you call when improvements need to be made or there's challenges, you already have that positive relationship that was built when you called with good news. And when you call with good news, you may even start talking about something else with the parent. You might even start talking about football, or you might even talk about, I know one parent that I met with last week, we talked about that she loves cooking. So now that I know them as people, I can call them when I need help, or I can call them when improvements have to be made, and they think of me as a person, and they're probably more likely to want to help me.